Get ready for a cold morning commute. Temperatures are in the 40s as you wake up, and I have bad news. If you don't like this, you're going to hate tomorrow. Let's take a live look at the conditions. We've got team coverage right now. Our First Alert meteorologist Rachel Duensing is live in the First Alert Storm Tracker at Hendry LaBelle Civic Park. Rachel, how's it feeling out there?
It's feeling really cold, Nate, not gonna lie to you. I have my personal thermometer just off camera and it just dropped to 39 degrees. So folks, we are in the 30s here in LaBelle. I wish we were in the 40s. So I mentioned before the commercial break that I said, what does a blanket have to do with the formation of frost? So if you remember, yesterday we had a blanket of cloud cover. Now, of course, you cover up with a blanket to stay nice and warm when we deal with cold conditions like this. But when you lose that blanket, you feel a lot more cool more quickly. It's the same way when the clouds clear away. So we have nice clear skies right now, and that really allowed our temperatures to drop quickly. Now, of course, temperatures in the upper 30s, that's not freezing, but it's definitely cold for us here in Southwest Florida. But as we check in with the ground here, I know it might be a little hard to see, but we see a lot of condensation here on the grass. If I check in once again with the infrared thermometer, the pavement, the sidewalk here is registering 42, almost 43 degrees. But when we go to the grass, it's closer to 35. At times, I have seen this reading go down closer to 32. So this condensation that's on the grass here is not frost just yet, but if we were to drop maybe even just a few more degrees, this could definitely turn into some frost. And one of the reasons for that, obviously clear skies, temperatures dropping more quickly, but colder air sinks to the ground, so it's always going to be just a little bit cooler closer to the ground than up to where most of us are standing. So again, we have officially dropped into the 30s here in LaBelle. I know there are 30s elsewhere across the board, but Jason, compared to tomorrow, we might be wanting today's temperatures. I'm going to cover up with this blanket right now, Jason.
Right. Waking up to cold in your community. Might want to get used to it too. Keep those jackets out because it's just going to get colder. First Alert meteorologist Rachel Duensing is in the First Alert Storm Tracker right now in LaBelle. Rachel, is it the frost tracker this morning?
It is the frost tracker this morning. I've seen some frost develop here over the last few minutes. And by the way, yes, I did have to put my gloves on. I was dealing with temperatures that are definitely that cold. So as we check in with the pavement once again, we see pavement temperatures about 42 degrees. But look what happens when I move to the grass. Ooh, it drops down to around 31, 32. I am going to take my glove off here. I know it's kind of hard to see because we're getting more sunlight. But as I actually sort of touch the grass here a little bit and feel that condensation, the water on there, yeah, it does turn to water as soon as it hits the warmth of my hand. But at first sort of feel of it, it's not completely liquid. So we're starting to feel a little bit more of that frost, that slight freezing taking place. Again, this is not a hard freeze by any means. This is a bit of patchy frost here in LaBelle. But if we're seeing frost this morning with temperatures, at least in the air, around 38 to 37 degrees, which is what my thermometer is telling me, tomorrow's going to be even cooler, so we know there's even a better chance for frost. Jason's been telling you about the frost and the freeze advisories that are in place. And of course, we'll keep you updated. Temperatures get even cooler, and if we start to see any more frost. Live in LaBelle, meteorologist Rachel Duensing, NBC2.